Okay, it's your girl Ray, and I'm back again with another video. We're back again with part 2 of my NFL takes on the offseason and draft. I did 16. I said 16. 6 teams last season. Not last season. What the fuck is wrong with me, you guys? We did 6 teams last video. I did the Broncos, the Rams, the Raiders, the Panthers, the Cowboys, and the Saints. We're going to introduce the next 6 teams, and we're going to keep going until I cover the full 32. But before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications if you want to see your girl doing a part 3, a part 4, a part 5. And then we're going to get back into those college career videos for you guys. And yeah, so let's just get into it. Alright, today we have the Kansas City Chiefs. In the off season, they signed running back Kenneth Walker to a 3-year deal. He had 221 carries, 1,027 yards, and 5 touchdowns with an average of 4.6 yards per carry. They got Gilman, a safety, and Tonga, a defensive tackle. And let's go straight to the draft. They got Mansur Delane out of LSU. Now, I feel like this would be, I could say a great replacement of letting go Trent McDuffie. They got Peter Woods pairing up with Chris Jones. They got Mason Thomas, an edge. They got Emmett Johnson, could possibly be a running back too to help Kenneth Walker. We have Cyrus Allen. I said possible a wide receiver 3, and they went to go get the LSU quarterback for the LSU to give him kind of like, a return with his teammate there. Now we're gonna watch some highlights, and we're gonna watch some highlights. Just me taking a picture of my slides so I don't forget anything I want to talk about. But first of all, I want to get into the Kansas City Chiefs their depth chart right quick, because it's a little confusing to me. It's a little confusing. Let's talk about it. So we're gonna go back and forth on our presentation. I hate that I can't present it and then do both, but so boom. They have Rashee Rice. They traded Hollywood Brown to the Eagles. They got Xavier Worthy, Tyquan Thornton. I feel like him and Allen can compete for that wide receiver 3 position. But also, I don't believe Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy are wide receiver 1s or wide receiver 2. Honestly, I think Xavier Worthy could be a good wide receiver 2. But I don't think Rashee Rice could be a good wide receiver number 1. I know that's crazy. I just don't think he did anything in the past couple of years to make him that number 1 man. We could go over his stats. Let's go over his stats, you guys. I just have to find it. Do they have it on here? We go receiving. Okay, there we go. See all. Yeah, I don't think he did anything in the last 3 years. I think he got injured half of the in 2024. I don't know if he got injured in 2025. I'm not sure, but these are not the stats of a wide receiver 1. You feel what I'm saying? Their wide receiver core has been all over the place. And I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like they needed to address that in the draft. But they did pick up a need in defensive tackle. I don't know about the edge. I don't say the edge players are good, but I don't think I think they could have waited. They had some great edges still on the board. They have Chris Jones, George. They have Tonga. I feel like this was solid enough before they added Mason Thomas, and we don't know where he's gonna start either. He's probably so I think they should have doubled down on wide receiver. This pick should have been wide receiver, and then they came back and I think they got. I don't want to be wrong. Let's look up their draft picks, you guys. Okay, please don't piss me off. Alright. By team. Yeah, I think they could have possibly doubled down right here. They got in the 5th. They could have got a good wide receiver in the 2nd. That's just my personal opinion. So I rate their draft class maybe a B plus. I don't really know for sure. I did do like this backup, but they already have. Ain't they already got? I know they got Jake Hayner from the Saints. Who else is their backup QB? Justin Fields, Garrett. Like Lord, they have a lot of quarterbacks, so I know some of them will get cut. But I just want to see how this is gonna work. I think Garrett. I don't think he's like automatically, automatically automatic, automatic starter at all. But I feel like he should start for a team eventually. I feel like he's too talented not to. As long as I feel like Justin Fields should change his position. I know that's crazy. I just feel like he'll be a dominant running back. Maybe right receiver. I don't know if it's right running, but definitely a good running back for sure. That's just my little niche opinion. But let's get into some Kenneth Walker highlights. I feel like this is good. Let's talk about their running back core. Emmett Johnson. I thought they had Hunt, but I could be totally wrong. But I think Hunt is a free agent now. So they have Kenneth Walker, Emmett Johnson. I really like this. Hopefully we can see. I do want to see Kenneth Walker be that main guy. Maybe make Emmett Johnson a third down back. But I want to see Kenneth Walker get his full amount of snaps because he really did get that in Seattle, and I think that it showed in his stats. I feel like he should have got more touchdowns, more rushing yards, if he could play like that, the way he played in the Super Bowl all season. And I think he had that potential to play like that the whole season. And I feel like they need to hopefully they can give that to him here with the Chiefs, but we'll see. Let's get into some Kenneth Walker highlights. We have some Master Delane highlights, some Cyrus Allen highlights. So let's get into those. Oh my God, I hate when it does this. You got to present it first, man. All right, let's get into those highlights, man. Let's mute this. We don't do not free ads. No free ads, man. All right. This is what he's bringing to the Kansas City offense. I cannot hear it. It's probably loud when y'all in. Yeah. He's I would describe him as a physical back. He runs physical, like bruiser type. He's not like a Derrick Henry, but I don't know who I could compare him to. He remind me of Mark Ingram if I could a little bit taller though. But his game remind me of Mark Ingram. He's faster for sure than Mark Ingram, but that's who he remind me of. And this is what's coming to Kansas City, man. And I think they needed an explosive guy to come to their run game and tear it up. So I'm glad that it's him. And I'm really weirdly mad that the Seahawks didn't want to keep him, but it's fine. I don't know if I discussed the Seahawks in this slideshow, but we will soon, and we're gonna talk about their new running back and stuff. I feel like the Seahawks should have kept him. When he played my Saints and we got beat the fuck up, bro. This is what you're getting, and I think the Kansas City fans, Patrick, is gonna love this. Okay, we're not gonna be too long on him. Let's get into some Master Delane highlights, you guys. Oh my God! Oh, y'all see what team I'm doing next? But let's get some Master Delane. I'm actually excited to react to this. I'm a huge LSU fan. I think he's going to be a beast in the NFL. What is going on? Here we go. Oh my God. That was a bad throw by the quarterback, so I really can't say nothing, but great pick. Great pick. There's him. Great awareness. Break it up. He's a very physical corner. Very physical corner. I think he's going to be a beast at Kansas City. They got him for cheap for 4 years, and I feel like that's great. You don't got to worry about bro. He just locks shit up. He's hands on. He's physical. And he's a the fact that he's only 6 foot, 190 pounds. I feel like he plays like such like a physical, maybe like 6'2", 200 type of corner, and I just he's gonna be amazing. He's gonna be amazing. Now I really do want to get into. I feel like this is the A job plus. Like I don't have too much to say about this, but I want to get into Cyrus Delane. I said Cyrus Delane. Cyrus Allen highlights. Just for the fact because this potentially can be Patrick Mahomes, wide receiver that he's been waiting for to be consistent for him, other than Travis Kelce having to coming back every year to just be his friend. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's the only options to throw to. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted of that. But I feel like Cyrus Allen is a good pickup. I think he should have been drafted maybe a little bit early. But I feel like they should have went earlier to maybe get a good wide receiver one. Maybe, like Rashid and where they play on that, 2 and 3. But it's good. I think he's gonna be that guy. You feel what I'm saying? I think he's gonna have a breakout season. Not gonna be totally wrong, but I think he's gonna be great for the Chiefs. Here you go. Like he just phenomenal, man. His route running is very smooth. He's on the shorter side. He's 5'11", 180. I wouldn't say he remind me of Tyreek Hill. I don't think he got speed, but I don't think he's that fast. But bro, look at that. I think they need a guy like him. I feel like they already have a guy like them, in Xavier Worthy, but having two on the offense is going to be damaging on defenses. Because like already we got maybe double team Xavier Worthy, but you got Cyrus Allen on the other side. I feel like it's going to be a great compare. Like I feel like he fits well in this wide receiver room. He's probably going to play in the slot a lot. Look at that. I feel like if they could probably, if they do with him, bro, I just feel like he's gonna be great. And the way I'm seeing it, if they use him like they use Tyreek Hill, oh my, you got two speedsters on your team, might as well use them. Like he's always open. Maybe I picked the wrong highlight reel, but like, bro, he's always seemed to be open. But I also feel like they need like the Chiefs needed that big guy, other than a tight end, Travis Kelce, to be like, that contested catch specialist, big body dude. But I feel like still these two speedsters on the team with Rasheed Rice, it's going to be hard for defenses to maybe catch up. And I'm not mad at that, like, at all. I feel like this is a good addition. I'll probably give the offseason and draft maybe a B, because I feel like they should have took a wide receiver a little bit early. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you guys long, but that's just Cyrus Allen here. We're not gonna, get too long on the Chiefs. But let's get back into the next slide. It's the Baltimore Ravens. I'm kind of excited to talk about this. The whole thing, like, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of things to say. Let's pull up before we even get to Trey Hickerson. Let's talk about the bullshit that happened. They had Max Crosby. Something went wrong. They said his drug issues, not drug issues, a drug test failed or something like that. Or this was something. He felt something, and the trade just didn't end up working out. But they still ended up getting somebody just as good as him. I feel like. I feel like he's underrated. I wish the Saints would have used him, the way, the Bengals did. He could have been a great player for us. I wish the Saints would have kept him. But anyways, they got a decent Trey Hendrickson there, and I'm just like, he's going to be pairing up with Mike Green. I feel like Mike Green is a young stud that's probably going to develop well in his year 2 season. And they also got Josh Simpson in the offseason. They also got, let's talk about their draft class, and then we're going to get into some stuff. They got, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but they got a guard. They got Zion Young. He's a great edge. It's the first time seeing this player. The highlights that I did see on the draft, because I watched all 3 days of the draft, he's pretty decent, and I think they needed it to pair up with Trey Hickerson, Mike Green. Now you got Zion Young. You rotate those players, and I feel like you got a good defensive line there. They also went and got Jacoby Lane, Elijah Surratt, Matthew Hobner at tight end, and Chandler Rivers at cornerback. Now, if you see the questions, let's just talk. Let's just go to the Ravens depth chart. Okay. Let's just talk about this. This confuses me so much because they have Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is a great number 1 wide receiver. Point B, period. They got Jacoby Lane. That's going to be your jump ball specialist. He's 6'4", mean, lean machine. And then you got Elijah, 6'2", 209. He's kind of tall. But this makes me question, because I feel like Jacoby Lane could be year 2, with Elijah Surratt being year 3. This got me questioning, will they possibly trade Rashad Bateman? A lot of teams wanted him last year before the season, and I'm just wondering, will they open the opportunity to trade him, knowing they have 2 beast wide receivers coming? I think to start, I don't think if you have a talented player in Elijah, I don't think you're gonna let him sit. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't think that. Maybe they'll use him. I don't know, but it makes me question, will they trade Rashad Bateman here? And he's had decent seasons, but I feel like, I think the Ravens, he was their round 1 pick 27. I feel like they think he was going to do so much more, and he had highlights. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think they should trade him. Maybe to a team like the Dolphins who need wide receiver help. The Raiders, I feel like it's a good team. Who else need wide receiver help, man? Maybe let's just go across the board here. I don't think they got Pickens, so it is like maybe the Buccaneers. They have Goodwin. Plus they got rid of Mike Evans. I forgot who their other wide receivers are. Shit. But maybe like, the Steelers can use some help. He could be their 3. Or the Colts. The Colts need help at wide receiver. So it's just like I feel like they should possibly trade Rashad Batman here because I think as a player as good as Elijah Sarah and Jacob Lane, you're not letting them sit. You're probably gonna let them two start. And I think getting rid of Isaiah Likely, I think Lamar has some weapons. If I think Lamar has some weapons, and I really don't know how they're going to do it. And I said, how will they rotate their defensive line? I feel like their defensive, I don't know who their defensive coordinator is, but I feel like he's done solid over the years, so might as well. They did got a tight end that could help their tight end. I'm bad at names. I told y'all this like plenty of times. That could help Mark Andrews. He struggled a little bit last season. So I'm glad with that. I feel like their defense is something to watch out for. They got Nate Wiggins, they got Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks. They also, I feel like they got a great secondary, and you're pairing that with a good defensive line now. I think a Ravens is definitely a contender to watch this season. But let's get into some. We'll start actually with Elijah here because I want y'all to see how good he is, and I don't think the Ravens are just gonna let him sit on the bench. Maybe, and I think they just not gonna use him like special plays here and there. I think this is the guy you want to start on your team. Let's. Oh, this is Jacoby Lane. I wanted Elijah. Hold on. Oh my God, my highlights for Elijah are not here. Let me go to Jacoby Lane. Did I switch them? Hold on, you guys. No. Okay, I see what happened. We could just look it up right quick. My Elijah, the link I put copied Jacoby's Lane's highlights instead of Elijah Surratt. But we're just gonna watch. I don't know where's the video I picked, but we're just gonna watch this one right quick. Let's look at Elijah Surratt. I hope I'm saying this right. He had 65 receptions, 138 yards, receiving touchdowns, 15. 6'2", 210 out of college. Let's look at his highlights. Yeah, I don't think they letting this sit. Like, yeah, I don't think they're letting him sit on the bench. I'm so sorry. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think they're letting him do it. He's a red zone beast. He's gonna help I don't know, like the way he's built, he reminds me of Debo Samuel, but he doesn't play like Debo. Like he's not a speedy guy. I think him and Jacoby Lane will be nasty together. Bro, look at that. You have Zay Flowers with your speed. Look at that, bro. What? I don't think yeah, I don't think you're letting him sit. He's a beast. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Came back right to the ball. You remind me of Cortland Sutton. I'll say that. From the Broncos. That's who he kind of remind me of, his play style. He's not fast, but he's not too super fast, but he's I think a solid route runner, but he has great hands. And I think that's what the Ravens need. All them good drops in those big moments the Ravens had last season. I think they need guys with short hands, and I think they got that in Elijah. He's probably. I wonder if they're gonna use him in the slot because I'd rather Flowers and Jacoby on the outside. A big slot guy. Slot guys don't always have to be speedy, but he played a lot of the outside. I see in college, so I don't know how they would use him. Uh oh, not great yak. Okay. Mm-mm. Open. Boom. Yeah, I'll still say Debo Samuel and Courtland Stella is who he remind me of. And you don't let that talent just sit. So I feel like they may trade Rashawn Bateman soon and probably use him for depth. If they don't trade him, they probably will use him for depth. But I feel like he's also talented. You shouldn't let him sit. You know what I'm saying? But also they have another beast coming and Jacoby Lane and Trey Hendrickson. Let's watch some Jacoby Lane highlights here. I hate that it always goes back to the first slide. But if you made it far into this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. It's a lot of ads, Lord. Alright, let's get into Jacoby Lane. 6'4", 200 pounds. Big dude, big wide receiver. Let's just get into it. He was paired up with Makai Lemon last season at USC. Oh my god. Oh my god. He gonna be nasty for the Ravens. Lamar got what he wanted. I think a big body, nasty. Oh my god. He's gonna be a red zone threat too. Bro, look at that. Oh my god. He's gonna be nasty for the Ravens. I feel like Lamar finally got a full wide receiver core that he can rely on anybody to do what he need him, you know. He ran a 4.4 in the draft, so he's kind of speedy, but he's not that fast. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna create. I wouldn't use him as like a deep threat type of thing, but they probably will. Oh, let me shut up. Let me shut up. He gets open. He catches the ball. Like he creates separation, but it's very late. You know, he creates him when he needs to catch the ball, and I like that. I think with like if he's like, I feel like his development is going to be wonderful. Mm. Like, I'm just memorized by his highlights. I don't want to spend much time on him, but like, he's gonna be a beast. Let's get into Trey Hendrickson and what the freak is going on, bro? They messed up all my videos. Now I'm getting my oh my god, they messed up all my videos for this slide, and I checked it before, bro. I'm like confused. Let's go to YouTube. I don't know which YouTube's gonna pop up. Hopefully it's not no weird stuff, y'all. Oh, thank God it's not weird stuff. See the kid stuff? It's my goddaughter. She what the freak? Okay, that's a little uncomfortable. Um, let's watch some Trey Hendrickson highlights, man. Whew! Bro, I wish the Saints would have, bro, did their damn thing. But to close off what I was saying about Jacob Lane, and what, he's going to be a beast for Lamar. I can't wait to see his highlights during the season, man. Bro, look at him. Trey Hendrickson. Boom. Move. Girl, blowing past that tackle, man. Getting back there to stop the run. Great, bro. This is what you're getting on your defensive line. I think the Ravens needed him, and they got him. Just imagine, I heard there has some news like speculation going around. They wanted Max Crosby, and Trey. If they had both of them, oh my god, I would have been scared to play the Ravens. Terrified to play. Mm-mm. He's a physical man. I can't. I'm like, I don't know, like, bro. He's gonna be. Yeah, like I'm not gonna. Y'all know who Trey Hendrickson is. Let's get to the next team, man. Like, he's a beast. Next we have the Cleveland Browns. This I have some questions. I have some questions. I just have some questions for the Cleveland Browns. So in the offseason, they got Zion Young, Quincy Williams. I think this is a little bit of an underrated signing, as you could tell, to replace Devin Bush. You got Jack Stoll, he's a blocking tight end. In their draft, they went and got Fennell, offensive tackle, Casey Concepcion, a wide receiver, Denzel Botton, a wide receiver, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, a safety, Austin Barber, tackle, Parker Bellsford, the center, Justice Jefferson, linebacker, Taylor Green, quarterback. I have a lot of questions about the quarterback room. Who's going to start? I feel like you have no idea who you're going to start. I think Jerry Jeudy did. Oh, I said Jerry Jeudy. I think Shedeur Sanders did okay when he started. But I feel like he's going to do well with his new weapons. He's going to do well with the new offensive line help. But then you have Deshaun Watson. He haven't played in like a year, I think, or a year and a half, maybe 2. That's becoming a healthy quarterback, and it's just like, who are you going to start? Who who are you going to start at quarterback? Not forget, they have Dylan Gabriel as well, who started last season, didn't do too well, so they put Shador in. You also have Taylor Green. Um, so it's like y'all have all these talented quarterbacks. Maybe they just don't work for your scheme. So it's like what they're gonna do. I really don't know what they're gonna do at quarterback position. I feel like they didn't figure that out. I say start Shador. A lot of people saying start Deshaun. He's a clear veteran type of player. He might get you some wins. Cool, do that if you want to, but I think you start Shador if you want to go the young. I think they need young talent and they got young talent, so why not start a young QB? That is what I personally feel. But also, I had a question about will Jared Judy get playing time? Yes, I'm. Jared Judy was very bratty last season. If you know, you know. And I feel like Casey Concepcion and Dizzle Balton could start at that 2 and 3 spot, of course. But I feel like I want to see them develop either Tillman or Isaiah Bond. I think I want to see it. I think Cedric Tillman did good. Let's see all his stats from across the years. He's been a steady guy for them, so I would like to see him maybe at the 3. And it's like, will they trade Jerry Judy? Or I want to see Isaiah Bond is such a great talent. He got into some trouble, so the NFL's been kind of quiet about him. But you got to know like how talented this man is. And I feel like you got a great wide receiver in Isaiah Bond. He probably would have went round 1, round 2 last year if he didn't get into so much trouble, right? So it's just like you have these great wide receivers. What would Jerry Judy do? And Jerry Judy is a solid dude. Let's not act like Jerry Judy don't got talent, but he's very cocky, and I don't want that. I feel like they shouldn't want that attitude on energy. He's a very cocky man, and like behavior, cockiness. What you want to take? You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like sometimes you just want a man to shut up and play. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know how they would play him. He had a lot of drops. It was kind of he didn't like mesh well with Shador, but I want to see what they're going to do with that. But they also did some good things. I think they got Quincy Williams. I think we're only going to watch KC Concepcion plays because I think it's a great wide receiver they got here. Maybe we'll watch a little bit of the Zell Botson, but let's get into KC, man. Oh, so my next team. Bro, what is going on, bro? I don't know what's going on, you guys. I'm so sorry. It went so smooth. Okay. There we go. There we go. I figured it out. But y'all spoiled it for you guys. Y'all see who I'm doing next. But it's fine. We're gonna get into that. It's still a good discussion. I don't know what I'm gonna say, so let's get into some Casey Concepcion plays. He was played for Texas A&M. Ooh. Mm. 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 I just think you got a playmaker here. And I feel like that's what the Browns like needed. But I don't know how this offense is gonna mesh. Like to be honest, I don't know what like I can't think of an idea how their offensive scheme is gonna be. I don't know what plays they're gonna run. I don't know what they're gonna focus on. You have a great year 2 running back coming in. I think off an injury, so it's like what they're gonna do. You got Jenkins, so it's like I really don't know how this offense will look, but I can't wait to see it because they have so much talent. They just need to execute it. Oh my god. He plays like a big receiver, but he's not that tall. I think he's like 5'11". Oh, this is amazing. Uh oh. Ooh, good catch. He got up there. Oh my god. He's gonna be a great playmaker for the Browns. Mm-mm-mm. I didn't know this man was this good. I'll be honest. I watched some of his highlights, like some of it. I was introduced to him in the draft. I didn't know he was this good. Oh my, oh my. He can return kicks? The Browns got a playmaker, man. I think you could put him probably anywhere on the field and he's going to play well. Oh my god. Ball carrier vision. A1. What the hell? I feel like he's become my favorite. At least my favorite receiver. I didn't covered other than Jordan Tyson and Jacoby Lane. For sure. For sure. I just became a fan. Oh my god. Like I just became oh my god. I don't want to stop watching. Oh that remember okay, I know y'all probably tired of me comparing everything to say Alvin Kamara's Joko catch that he made. Crazy. But like we have other bro. I'm saving this to watch this later. So like this like bruh. How do you save it and watch it later? I'll just like it so I can come back to it. Mm. Bro, nasty. I think that's all I'm gonna discuss about the Browns. I don't have too much to say. I wonder how they. I feel like they still got some defensive picks, honestly, but we'll see. I don't think their defense is. It's not that. I like they got a solid defense, but I think the defense is missing something. I don't know what they're missing, but they're missing something. And I feel like they should have addressed that in the draft. I feel like they should have addressed that. They got Justin Jefferson. Don't get me wrong, but I think they needed a lot of offensive help. They kind of just blew past defense. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give this like a C. I don't think they did bad, but I don't think they did good. Well, let's get into a team that I'm very excited for to see how they just put everything together. The New York Jets. So in the offseason, they went and got Tavondre Sweat, Minka Fitzpatrick, Geno Smith, and I have a question: will he step up? We've seen great highlights of what Geno Smith can be. Can we get a full season of that? You feel what I'm saying? He had it at the Seahawks for a little bit. Like then we just didn't know what happened. I need him to be consistent for a full season, and if he could do that with the Jets, I think Jets is a low key team you have to watch out for next season. Then they went and got. I'm just saying they went and got David Onyemata. They got Demario Davis, my man. His like I said, his skills are elite. Don't get me wrong, Demario Davis was amazing for us last year. But you could see a little digression. You could see the digression. And his stats were 65 solo tackles, 79 assist tackles, a half sack, and 2 forced fumbles. I feel like you see the regression, but I think he's going to step up probably and play huge for them. So I think they need to do better, and then they got him. Um, in the draft, they went and got David Bailey. He's an edge. I think he will bring some explosiveness to the defense of the line, and I think which I think they lack, and he also would be paired up with Sweat here. They got Keon Sedak. Oh, however you pronounce his name. They got Omar Cooper. I said finally some wide receiver helped to pair up with the Euros, so they needed it. D'Angelo Pounds. I wouldn't say a replacement for Sauce, but I think it's a great start to improve their cornerback room. I feel like he's a player that probably could develop into a great cornerback one or cornerback two in the future. And they did get Darrell Jackson Jr. at defensive tackle, another great player to add to their defensive line. Now, I'm gonna play some Keon Sadik. I saw him in the draft. I'm gonna see some more of his highlights, but I did want to get some Geno Smith highlights. Some David Bailey highlights and some Mark Cooper. So let's get into Geno Smith because I feel like if he could play consistently all season, I think the Jets got the quarterback one for a couple of years. You feel what I'm saying? Let's just see. Yeah, Bowers last season. Look at that. I just noticed I said Seahawks earlier. The way I didn't hear nothing of him last season is crazy. I think the thing is, you know, I want to go when he played for the Seahawks. I think I like the way he played for the Seahawks. I feel like he has a consistency problem. If he could be consistent all season, I feel like they found their quarterback for a while. Also, like he's been sacked a lot. I feel like he needs to work on his pocket presence a little bit. Then I think he'll be a solid quarterback one. I'm just trying to mark this video so we can see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that ball placement. Nasty. You feel what I'm saying? But then you have to also understand, like, when he played for the Raiders, he really didn't have a lot of, like, star wide receivers. You feel what I'm saying? So, I feel like now he does. He has a great wide receiving core with Garrett Wilson and Mark Cooper Jr., Kenyon, Mason Taylor. I feel like if he just be consistent this whole season, working his pocket presence a little bit, you got a quarterback one for at least a couple years. Look at that. Bro. Oh my god. Bro, what? Great. Bang. Dot. Ball placement is crazy. Oh, Lord. Hate when the Saints come up in anybody highlight reel. Oh, my God. On Debo. Look at Noah Fant. He's a New Orleans Saint now, you guys. Oh, my God. In both? Well, damn. Boom. Woo! Wow. Ball placement is crazy. I feel like if he could bring this to the Jets. Come on now. Since we're talking about offense so much, let's go to Amari Cooper Jr. and then we'll go to Kenyon, and then we'll do some David Bailey highlights. Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm Petey. You might
What
remember
is
me as
going
Peter
on my
Pan.
phone?
Yeah, I rebranded.
Yeah, my bad. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Look back in. I feel like he okay. This is Debo Samuel, a mini Debo Samuel. This is what I'm saying. And he's fast. He has solid speed. Look at that. Bye bye. Had that corner all around the place. This is the second time I see him. Maybe he just sucked. I don't know. Boom. You have him, Amar. You have Wilson, Amar, and Mitchell. I think that's a great wide receiving core. And then you have Keon coming to help with Mason Taylor. You got weapons now. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that says yeah. I'm excited to see how the Jets offense mesh together. Let's get into some Keon right quick. So I haven't watched that much of him, so I can't wait to. Oh my God! All these ads, it's like it's low key crazy. And then we go get some David Bailey. I know that's probably what y'all waiting on. Oh my God! This ad is so long. There we go. She's 6'3", 245. Oh! You got weapons everywhere, from what I'm seeing. Sadiq is from first two plays. Okay. He's pretty fast for his size, from what I'm seeing. Let me see what his 40 is. He went at 4.39 as a tight end? Oh my god. He seemed fast. I didn't know he was that fast. He just looked like a great athlete. Mm. Decent speed, great catching ability. He runs solid routes. Oh, basically a wide receiver if you want to. Mm. Shout out to Highlight Zone, man. I've been doing like using damn near all your content, bro. Appreciate it. Go ahead, subscribe, man. All right, let's get into the David Bailey stuff, man. But they always listen to David Bailey. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. All right, let's get to David Bailey. Boom. Mm. Oh my god. He's fast. Oh my god. Is Jets bringing him? Look at that. Don't take long. Oh my god, spin move? Sorry if y'all hear me sipping on some cranberry juice. I heard how my voice was last time. I'm trying not to talk, that much either. David Bailey's a beast. That's all I can say. He's very explosive, man. I hope his sacks lead to the NFL. His sack production. Cause if it do, oh my, watch out. Oh! He fights, man. I just. Mm-mm. I'm rating this a A plus by the Jets. I think they got what they need on defense. They got what they need on offense. I rate this A plus. The Jets, I want to say, I don't. It really depends on their quarterback. It really depends on Geno next season. So that's all I gotta say. I rated a B plus, A plus. I think it's a team we need to watch out for next season. Let's get into the next team, man. We got the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's freaking talk about it. In the offseason, they got Jonathan Greenyard. He's an edge. They got Marquise Watson, wide receiver. Tyreek Woolen, Elijah Moore, and Wicks, wide receiver. In the draft, they went and got Mekhi Lemon. A fucking beast. I can't wait to see what Mekhi Lemon does. But, as I said, it's also sad because now we know that A.J. Brown is going bye-bye. But I'm excited to see Mekhi Lemon pair up with Mekhi Lemon. If Kenyon was the number one wide receiver, you can't. They got a number. They got the second best wide receiver, Eli Stowers, tight end, and I say he might be tight end one by the end of the season. Like, no doubt. Then when they got Markel Bell, Cole Payton, and let's go to the Eagles depth chart. I've been waiting to discuss this. What in the hell are they gonna do about wide receivers? They got so much talent. It's insane. Who I know Mekhi Lemon's probably gonna be the number two, and you move Devontae Smith as your number one. Mekhi Lemon. You have Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, Dontavian Wicks, Quez Watkins. Who's gonna be your number three? If you're talking to me, I'm doing Dontavian Wicks. If you're talking to me, but he makes sure that with Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown is a solid wide receiver too. So it's just like, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I think they need to trade at least one of their tight ends before the deadline. In my personal opinion, you have all this stacked up. Like, come on now, who in the hell they gonna put as wide receiver three? And I feel like that's an important thing. And will Jalen Hurts have a better season? Like last season, we see him play okay. He didn't play his best. He didn't play his worst. He was just simply okay. Will he? Now I feel like it was a situation with him and AJ Brown. Now that he's gone, and the offensive coordinator need to I don't know. He need to flip, toss, think about what the fuck he was doing last season, and get back to the AJ Brown that we know that was slaying that thing. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see him go back to that, and they do. He probably would have a better season. So I like this. Is all I gotta say. But I want to get to some Mekhi Lemon and Eli Stauber highlights, and then we have one more team. I can show y'all a glimpse. Yeah, that's who we're talking about. But let's get into some Mekhi Lemon highlights, man. This video is gonna be long as hell, but it's worth it. But also, it's just like I want to see what they're gonna do. I want to see how I know Mekhi Lemon's gonna be nasty for them. We could discuss Mekhi Lemon, a little bit before. Got some notes about him. While we watch his highlights here. A lot of people compare him to Amon St. Brown. I agree. Just in his play style, I just looked at him, and that's kind of who he reminded me of. He's I think 5'11" or 5'10". He's 5'11", 192 pounds. Yeah, but he's just like a high skill, high volume slot receiver. He has average shots, but he has extraordinary ball skill. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see how he improves this season. Um, some of his strengths, his ball tracking adjustments is just nasty. Oh my god, look at the trick play. Okay, hold on. I think he's, he's great patience. His route running is like perfection. So I just can't wait to see what he does. I think he could be. I think the only thing he needs to improve in is maybe some of his routes are not like as sharp as other ones are. I think he has the strengths in certain routes. I think that's the only thing he needs to improve in. But other than that, he's a beast. Like I don't have nothing bad to say about him, and I can't wait to see him in the Eagles offense. And I like it's more like like I'm kind of sad because I don't want to see Adrian Brown go because I loved what they had. It was like a trio: Hurts, Smith, and Brown. But maybe we see a new trio this season. And he was supposed to actually be a Stiller. Seeing him with Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf would have been great as well. But I can't wait to see how the Eagles use him. Oh my bad. Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm. Look at that. Oh. Boom. Bro, this is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see what the Eagles do with them. Look at my man Jordan Tyson. I'm gonna watch some of his highlights later. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna finish watching this later and probably watch some of these. Yeah, definitely for sure. Um, but let's get to Eli Sowers. I feel like potentially be their tight end number one by the end of the season. Dallas is getting a little old. Dallas Gobert. So, and like he didn't have a good season to meet last season, so I can't wait to see how Eli Sowers could help their tight end like group. Mm, that's a catch. Mm. Him and breaking tackles go together real bad. I see. Mm. Oh, oh, he's a beast. He's wide open. I think if he's going to be like a vertical threat per se in the NFL and become that tight end, I think his running, route running needs some help. But he's just like an athlete, like a freak athlete. I can't. His catching ability is great, so I think he's gonna be good for the Eagles. He can jump and make those catches, so can't wait to see. How he adjusted. Oh my god. He's great after the catch. Damn, we almost watched. Okay, I'm not gonna get a little too long, but I can't wait to see how they're gonna use Eli and Makai Lemon, and I think Eli got a actual chance to be like tight end number one before the season ends. We'll see. All right, let's into last but not least the New York Giants. In the offseason, they went and got Darnell Mooney. They went and got Patrick. They got a lot of special team signings. They got Arvell Reese. I was very confused by this pick when it first happened because I feel like they could have got a great linebacker because that's what they needed. But Reese has played linebacker before, so they might put him in the edge, might put him in linebacker sometimes. Maybe that own ball linebacker for them. I can't wait to see how to use them. But I feel like possibly that can be a possible trade with Kayvon Thibodeau could be happening. Cause it's been rumors. You're supposed to be rumored to the Saints, but like I don't know what happened with that. I think they wanted a second round pick, and I feel like that's fucking nuts. I feel like maybe a late third or early fourth for him would have been reasonable. And will Jackson Dart have a better season? Like, will year two be his year to show? Like we've seen glimpses of him like being a decent quarterback. One, they need the offensive tackle help. They want to go get that, and I just feel like maybe I want to see him. And what's their running back name? I cannot think. I cannot think, you guys. Cam Scatterboo. I want to see him and Scam, eat. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Jackson Dart has the capability of being a great quarterback. One, so I just want to see him improve. Point blank period. So also they got French's offensive tackle in the draft. They got Colton Hood, great pick because Paulson. Oh, yeah, I said great pick because Colton did not play at all. I don't know what the hell going on with him. If y'all heard that drama, Malachi Fields, he's a great wide receiver. Great pair up with Malik and Bobby Jameson Chavez, a defensive tackle. I want to get into Malachi Fields because I didn't know anything about him until the draft, and I was watching the live with him, not him. I was watching the live with Neighbors. I have his face to my name, dude, Parsons, and them reacting to the draft on the podcast. I subscribe to those boys, so shout out to them boys. Only pull up their YouTube so I could give them a shout out. Cause I love their YouTube channel. I watched them on all 3 days of the draft to hear their opinions and what they think. So let's see. Bleacher Report. So go, bro. Shout out to them, Bleacher Report. But anyways, let's get into some Malachi Field highlights. Then we'll get into some Arvell Reese, and let's see the wide receiver help that they got. Because I think Darius Slayton could play, but like I feel like you also need something else. And while this ad is going, we could go to their depth chart right quick. I like Monique. Oh, they do have Darius Mooney, so I wonder what they're gonna do with Darius Slayton because he has some injury issues, a lot. So they probably would let Malachi Fields play that 3, and I think he'll be good. So I want to like, and Malik made it clear that he needs somebody to help him, and maybe Darnell Mooney could help. But we'll just see. I don't know if they're going to start Malachi Fields. I feel like they should, but it's not my opinion. So we'll just see what they do. It's very questionable for this team, like just in general. So they have a lot of talented players. We don't know what position, where they're going, what they're going to do. So can't wait to see that. So let's get into the Malachi Field highlights now. Why does this ad didn't play when I was discussing their stuff? But anyways, let's get into Malachi Fields. 6'4", 218. Contested specialist type of dude. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, Odell. Oh my god. I didn't know this nigga was this swaggy. Hold on. How about found another favorite? Maybe. Oh my god. Mm. He's 6'4", 218. Ran a 4.61, so he's not that fast, but he's a contested specialist type of dude. If they were to compare him on the NFL.com website, they will compare him to Michael Pittman Jr. Bro, bro? He's nasty. I'm just looking at him. If he was like bigger, I could see DK though more than Michael Pittman. Like if he was a build contested specialist, that's all you need. Oh my god. I hope the Giants play on this. Oh my god, this year. I think the only thing he would have to work on is his speed. That's about it. Oh my god. He's not as fast as DK, so maybe I could see Pittman being a great NFL comparison. What the hell? I wonder if it counted. I kind of want to go back to the game to see if it counted. Yeah, I think the only thing you need to work at is the speed. His route running seems pretty good as well. But that's about it for you guys. I'm not gonna hold you long. So I'm like, I think that's the only thing that I kind of worry about the Giants. How will they play Arvell Reese? Oh, we have to watch Arvell Reese. Hold on. We don't watch Arvell Reese and probably go end this video because this video is pretty, I think, pretty longer than my other one. And my computer's dying. So, yeah, let's watch some Arvell Reese and it'll be the end. How do you guys think about how all the teams that I grade the New York Giants actual like B, maybe B plus. I think it's solid. I feel like they could have went more defensive wise. I think they need another corner for sure. I think Coach Hood is great, but I think they need another corner, and I think they should have got a linebacker. So that's why. Let's watch some Alvin Reese, man. See more him like a nose tackle player than not a nose tackle, but like a. See, he's in that middle. It's not like on that edge. So he's in the linebacker position. I want to see him drop back in coverage on one of these. Because they might use him as both, Because he has the versatility to play both. So we'll see. Uh-oh. Being patient, being patient. Oh, he's quick. Alvaro Reese. There we go. We see him at the edge. Uh-oh. Got him. Okay, Reese. See, he was kind of in the linebacker, but he's blitzing. He's a great player, like great athlete. I think he was. I thought the Jets was gonna take him. Doesn't like switch their picks for some odd reason. But I think David Bailey was gonna be top 5 regardless. So I don't know. But I feel like if they would have swapped them, I feel like it would have made sense with what they're doing. But they just did need the edge player, so I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I think they would have switched their picks because the Giants don't need the edge player as well. So I don't really know. I think when we went Sonny Styles, if anything, the Giants, but not taking away from what a beast Ariel Reese is. I'm just saying. Oh, I can't wait to see him and how they use him. I think they'll use him probably at both positions. Probably use him on a lot of blitz packages. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold out too long. That's the end of my slideshow. Comment down below what other 6 teams you want to see me do next. I did the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Browns, the Jets, the Eagles, and then New York uh, Giants. Um, I actually want to do like teams I absolutely hate what they did next season. Next video, and like, bro, I'm gonna spend so much time on the fucking 49ers. I feel like they got a great wide receiver, Mike Evans, but the other shit that they're doing, the Brandon Ayuk situation, bro, that is gonna be the whole video. Literally, it's gonna be the whole video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But if you got to the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications if you want to see another my video. And I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you guys for all your support, for tuning in every time. And yeah, man, we're just up from here. We're up, and let's get the channel to 1K subscribers. We're gonna work for big goals because I know we could get there. But I love you guys, and that's all I gotta say. So, peace.